Okay, hello everyone, this is Zach here. I'd like to do a quick sound check, please. Hopefully my sound and my screen is okay right before we start our section here today. So today, I think we're going to look into the overall market. Again, we know pretty bearish today. Okay, so because of the most probably because of the PRU, okay, it's coming soon. So yes, there's lots of uncertainty in the market, right? So again, we start with looking into the OKLCI first. Again, like we said, since I think like last month, if not mistaken, when KLCI turns to red pentagon in this area, we know that the market is not in a very good trend overall. Okay, so yes, we got this green pentagon over here, but for those that who follow my TikTok, you know that as I mentioned, this is a temporary video, so you don't expect them to goes up like this, okay? Because there's few reasons why. Here, a small spring is not a big spring, okay? So this is what we call something that inverse pullback, okay, might happening over here, right? Hello, Amir. Sound and screen tune except bosa ta tune lah. But it's okay lah. We wait for the next round. Okay, so every time when we got this kind of so-called the bear markets, most important is that you don't want to start your capital into the market, right? So like last week actually, Friday before the closing of the market, mostly I already exit ready for my short term. I only keep one or two. Lucky is still fine today. Okay, lucky is still fine. So let's see how it goes. Okay. Now again, just a very quick reminder over here. The section that we are doing right now is definitely not to do any buy call. Not asking you to buy or sell. Just my personal opinion on the market. Right. I might be wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong as well. Right. But just that as long as the things goes according to your plan and you got a plan, I think that's most important, right? Hello, thank you, John, for joining me tonight over here. So again, if you want to have more updates, my daily updates, probably you can follow my TikTok channel over there. So from there, because I found that the reasons why recently I'm more active in TikTok because I can do a very quick video, a short video very quickly, rather than doing in the YouTube or Facebook. Okay, so I can do quick one, post it. Yeah, so it's pretty convenient. So if let's say you like it, you can follow me over there. Okay, now let's go back to over here again. Like I said, we want to look into the overall conditions of the market and what is the things that we all want to look for, right? Hello, Nigel. Now, of course, the things that definitely we want to look for is the spring bar, okay, in this kind of market situation. Against because of PRU just announced on Monday, and today is just the first day of the market, so panic definitely is there. Right, panic definitely is there. So very important, you want to look for stocks that having potential there's shake-up happening, or maybe a spring in this kind of market condition, right? So okay, now let's go back to this screener over here. Let's go back to TradeVisit 360. I don't think that the screener is really updated, but let's try. Now, first thing first, I was interested to look into spring. Okay, so now today is 11 October. Now it's only 9:30, so probably I wait until 10 more minutes later on to have this fully updated. But so far, I think Velasco. Actually, I got monitor Velasco too, but penny counters aku takut. Okay, Velasco, I takut. Okay, but it kind of similar to MFlex. It do have a high volume. Looks like Goring type. Okay, looks like Goring type. No buy call. Interesting. Today got a spring. Okay, interesting. Today got a spring. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this kind of market is good for you to look for stocks that is in support. Got spring. Sorry, got sign of strength. That's good. Okay. Now there are three counters that personally I'm monitoring. First is RL. Last week on Friday, they actually make a big down bar. Okay, it looks like a pullbacks. But today looks like it's still holding pretty well. Now let's open up this chart over here. Okay, again, haven't really entered yet for RL. I'm interested, but just that market still 50-50, right? So let's see how you go. Okay, so now here, this is the one change high volume. Okay, the ideal approach is somewhere around this area. Now, for those who still remember, ideal approach is like a pullback entry. Okay, so this is the area that usually you want to look for a potential lowish trades. Now, Friday closing here is come with high volume, so this is representing actually they still got sellers. Okay, in RL, right? But as long as they still keeping above the ideal approach level, I think we still can further monitor these counters. Okay, so if you look into this trading view over here, let's look into RL. Okay, boosted, yes, today confirmed turns to red pentagon. Okay, for KRSC. But it's okay. Most important, we want to monitor the chart. Okay, continue to look for short terms. Okay, so here, open up the hourly chart. Okay, now this is the bar that's showing lots of weakness. Okay, in hourly chart here, we got one upthrust, high volume. Okay, so this is the resistance. Okay, now looks like they are currently holding up very, very nicely. Okay, in 2040s. All right, so hopefully this is like a healthy pullback. Okay, so against during this kind of weak market, this is one of the counters that for me they are holding up nicely. Okay, above support. Right now, the other one that I find very interesting is definitely is Aggia. Now I think Aggia have been mentioned before because they are doing reaccumulation with a shakeout. Okay, reaccumulation with a shakeout. Now let's open up this chart over here. Okay, the Aggia counters actually they trading below this ideal approach. Okay, but against, like I say, if let's say they are trading below ideal approach, use your S1. Okay, use your S1 because sometimes due to certain condition they will have two supports and resistance. Okay, so here this is kind of interesting because we got 2T, okay, low volumes, okay, especially closing on Fridays. Okay, the volume's getting lesser, and today we got increasing volume on upbound. Okay, even though today is a weak market, but looks like they are kind of pretty solid overall. Okay, so let's look into the 6-month chart. Okay, if you look into 6-month chart, okay, we do notice they are here got a shakeout. Okay, so this is what we call the shakeout areas. Okay, what the other thing I like about it is that here the recent one we don't see any like big weaknesses like upthrust. Okay, upthrust high volume. So okay, again, let's go to the trading view chart. Okay, I want to see more than 6 months ago because they're doing a big reaccumulation actually. So hopefully there'll be like Qinghe, okay, like Hexstar, they're able to break above this reaccumulation. Okay, hopefully, right? So here is the one. Okay, notice here previously we got a big upthrust. Okay, so normally, like I say, when you got big upthrust, what happened? Okay, shakeout, right? So here's another one. Okay, notice here Java bar high volume, so equals with a shakeout bar because it gap up close lower. So they make a shakeout. Now they're trying to push up, trying to hold well in this area here. Okay, so if you look into Fiamma, I think they are kind of like similar with Fiamma, but I didn't follow Fiamma recently. Oh, they dropped back. Okay, too bad. So here, okay, but Fiamma showing weaknesses already. Yeah? So here, okay, so this is an area that is kind of remind me like what happening to Aggia right now. Reaccumulation. Hopefully they can make a follow through from here. Okay, so but Fiamma, okay, here already got high volumes. Okay, so be careful on that. Okay, usually this is what we call the false breakout. Okay, we don't want to have a pullback high volume. I think Hexstar one is more healthy. Let's look into Hexstar. Yes, Hexstar one is more healthy. So here, another one, reaccumulation. Okay, we got a minus shakeout here, break. Okay, they make a pullback, but holding a low volume. Okay, now steady going up. Okay, so if you notice something like Fiamma, double high volume, okay, something is not right. Okay, something is not right. Okay, so actually I pay rate on MYEG also. So because it's coming double high volume. Okay, now let's go back to here again. So two counters, RL. Okay, holding pretty well. Looks like holding pretty well, still above the line change high volume. But Friday closing double high volume. So I think maybe it's not that ready yet. Okay, but worth to monitor. Okay, Aggia reaccumulation shakeout in the background. So today weak market, but they are showing up about with increasing volume. Okay, so an interesting step to look for. Now the other one is what's the other one? Aggia. What is the other one? Sorry, media. Okay, the other one is media. Media Prima. Okay, Media Prima. Hey, but Media Prima, is it related to any counters? Is it UMNO or BN? Sorry, I don't know about that. Can anyone please help me on this? Is it UMNO counters? because I feel weird today. You know, the volume is good, to be frank with you. Of course, the closing is a little bit weak, but overall the background actually comes with shakeout. Okay, the background comes with shakeout. Okay, so let's look into media using trading view over here. Okay, now this is the one. Okay, here is a shakeout area. Okay, here's the shakeout area. Notice here it dropped low volume, and today able to push it back with a gap as well, come with increasing volume. Okay, so here previously we got a false breakout. Okay, so that's why they do a shakeout. Looks like, you know, someone is still kind of like keen and interested. Okay, don't know. Okay, so here is the next resistance to look for. Okay, let me erase again. Oh, MCA. Okay, MCA. All right, thank you. So here, this is the sell-off gap. Okay, so let's look into here. Okay, around 14%. Okay, still got 14%. Of course, let's try whether we can do some pullback trades or not. Okay, but let's say not doing any buy call here. Even like tomorrow, I don't think I will enter any trades yet. Okay, because of the market condition. But you know, like I say, these three counters so far, I think they are kind of holding well in this week market. So you know, let's see what happens. Okay, you know, towards this week or next week. Okay, now the rest definitely I'm going to need the help from my screener over here, because I'm trying to look for a counter for me to monitor. Okay, since now currently still updating. Okay, let's try with Pentagon first. Okay, so we got VDAT over here. Okay, or any counters. Okay, you just let me know. Okay, VDAT today not bad, huh? It's a bit illiquid lah, but you know, looks like they are still kind of like holding well here. 6-month chart. Okay, never mind. I don't really like that. QL resources. Okay, firing is something. Paragon is a bit illiquid, but today suddenly come volume. Star. Okay, let's look into Star. Okay, 6-month. Okay, media still better. Paragon. This is Jurasia. Okay, nothing much here. So we look into no supply. Anything on no supply? Okay, so for nothing. Okay, and we look into Spring. Okay, or let me know any counters that you know you think is interesting to monitor. So far, I only can detect 3 lah, right? So the rest need to do some homework tonight. Hopefully we can pick up something from Spring. So far, I got 49 entry. Okay, the sim still updating. P trans. Okay, we got a Spring in P trans. Let's look into P trans. This guy's still holding well, huh? Okay, interesting. Now, again, interesting stocks to monitor. Okay, looks like reaccumulation at the moment. No much of the unusual volume at the latest bar here. So good Spring. Okay, for P trans. E-frame. I think the background is a bit weak. OFI. Okay, BJ Land. BJ Land. Okay, let's try BJ Land. Wow, this one is a bit like MFlex, Velesto. So penny counters, okay, but looks interesting with the Spring over here. Okay, make a full pullback. Okay, make a full pullback. I don't see any distribution. Okay, volume here is a bit illiquid, but looks like a bit consistent right now. Okay, even though it's still a bit illiquid. So let's link to MFlex. Okay, MFlex also holding well with Spring. Okay, MFlex, Velesto, BJ Land. Okay, but penny counters are, but all come with Spring. Okay, so actually, among all, I prefer MFlex because the volume is super obvious at the bottom. Okay, so if you pull your support level over here, you'll notice here we got a shake up. Okay, next resistance. Okay, will it hit? I don't know, but looks interesting. Okay, with a potential 22%. Okay, so Gas Malaysia. Okay, I think I'm asking for Gas Malaysia. So okay, let's do the Gas Malaysia, but I think the background is not that nice, right? Gas Malaysia. Okay. Okay, guess Malaysia. So okay, for members that, if let's say you have attended the section today, the weekly member training, I do talk about shortening of trust and something about market structure as well. Okay, so I think I'm still not sure yet whether Gas Malaysia is in distribution or not, but I think most probably they'll go into some period of reaccumulation at least. Okay, now few reasons why. Now if we look into the shortening of trust, okay, now this is the first part over here, the main breakout, okay, so called. So the second one is here, it hits the top in this level here with the up trust. The next is this up trust, okay, and this up trust and this up trust. Okay, so if you look into this closely, you'll notice that the uptrend is getting weaker. Now this is what we call the shortening of trust. Okay, so here, okay, for members, you can watch back today recording the member trainings over here. So I do talk about this part. Now if you notice, the uptrend here is getting weaker. Okay, the uptrend is getting the uptrend is getting weaker. So this is not a sign of distribution of reversal, but this is a sign to tell us that the particular trend is weakening. Okay, two things will happen, of course, potentially downtrending, if not sideways reaccumulation. Okay, now if you look into Gas Malaysia, the other part is that at the moment, I don't think I like it because of these things. Okay, uptrust high volume and subsequently NS failed. Okay, so maybe here still will like sideways here before they goes back up. Okay, so this is going to take some times. Okay, again, depending, are you looking for long-term, short-terms? Okay, so let's look into weekly. Okay, weekly big uptrust as well, increasing volume. So maybe it will hit the 40 MA. Okay, sideways before coming back again. Okay, so weekly chart may be doing a big pullbacks at the moment. Okay, so well, let's look into the screener again. Sorry, where's my screener? Hexstar, okay, Mega Spring, Chin Hin also, but the background red pentagon with high volume, if you notice. Theta, too many people mentioned the group. Okay, so AirTag. Yes, I'm still following AirTag very, very closely. Okay, so let's turn to AirTag. Okay, let's switch back to daily chart. Okay, nice print. Okay, now AirTag, problem with this. Okay, so notice here. Okay, this one remind me of Ramso. Yeah, here. First round. Okay, so they go back to support here, push. Okay, we got some uptrust as well. So now a bit weakening. Okay, but I think this is a shakeup. Okay, notice the drop here coming low volume. Okay, but shakeup haven't completed so you just park your alert somewhere around here. Okay, so let's go back to AirTag. I think AirTag still interesting. Okay, but I want to see more spring. Okay, I think today is a good spring. Okay, I think today is a good spring. So hopefully this few days we can see more this type of sound strengths coming back. Okay, from the chart here. So okay, let's go to others before I go to the chart in the comments there. Okay, I will look into that. So Synergy, let's try. Synergen. Okay, good spring today also. It's similar as SFP tag today, but SFP tag already exited after the red pentagons. So okay, now this spring here is a bit 50-50 because they dropped below 40 MA. So what I do, again, pop my alerts. I want to wait for a confirmed spring. Okay, do remember sound of strength and sound weaknesses, especially when the background is weak. Please wait for confirmation. Okay, please wait for confirmation. Now, what it means by confirmation, you wait for 1 bar later on, or 2 or 3 bars later on, with the up bar, okay, closing above the candles. So for example, in this case over here, notice this is also a spring bar, but this background is better because this background here didn't drop below the 40 MA and still holding on 20 MA. So here it closed up on this spring bar. So this is like a pullback with spring. Okay, so if you understand this type of A for me, please. If you understand this type of A for me. So this spring here, no major weaknesses. Okay, but because it dropped 40 MA, sometimes it can go slightly a bit deeper before the push back up. Okay, it's kind of similar like if I can show an example, I think like Xingfeng. Is it Xingfeng? Yeah, similar as Xingfeng, but here we don't have spring. Okay, so LGMS. Yeah, kind of similar as LGMS. Okay, so here, spring. Okay, but continue to go lower because they already close below the 40 MA. So slightly a bit weak. Okay, now this spring head is much more better. Okay, notice here, spring, next 2 day, close up. Okay, next 2 day, close up. So this is a better spring. Okay, so we want to look for that. Okay, against even though today, yes, we might have lots of spring, but don't jump in immediately. Okay, we want to look for confirmation. Still is a weak market. Okay, still is a bear market. Okay, so right, we look into some of the counters that you have before we close. Of course, R1 tag, guess make sure they cover. R1 tag, I think is only, yeah, it's another few of the counters that showing up bar. Okay, nice reversal. I have to admit, if you notice, the volume is great, it's fantastic at the bottom. So I think they will likely to go into a confirmation of accumulations over here. Currently, they're actually trying the resistance. Okay, so this is the area that, you know, is 50-50. If really enter early on, okay, in this trade, best to take some partial profit. Okay, so here, let's go to R1 tag. Okay, notice the risk to reward is not that great because they almost hit the resistance. Okay, so here 6, we go to 6 month. I think one resistance one should be somewhere around here. Okay, resistance 2. Okay, the next one will be 56. So if let's say enter earlier on from Pentagon or NS, maybe, you know, it's good for you to take some partial profit. All right, so no need to exit all. Again, not doing any buy call, stock call, but my style is that when you hit resistance, I take 30%, 50%, okay, from the market. So okay, there's quick one for R1 tag. Okay, Barbara, this is Selangor Dragging, is it? Am I spelled correctly? SDRDGE. Okay, I think I spelled wrongly. So what's the counters? S bridge. SDRI, am I right? Is it this one? SDRED, am I right? Okay, maybe you need to confirm me, Barbara. Okay, never mind. I go to Krishna first, Pekka and Optimax. Okay, Pekka, okay. Fail spring, okay, and drop below. Okay, here, okay, a bit disappointed also because I'm also looking at Pekka. Okay, but I think likely it's a shakeout. So it's a chase that good to monitor. Okay, it's a chase that good to monitor. So okay, again here, this is again a problems for Pekka. Okay, usually at resistance, I don't like to sit down by high volume. Okay, normally likely to have a shakeout. Okay, I think they're doing shakeout, but just that sometimes they will go lower before push back up again. All right. So okay, let's look into Optimax. Okay, if you are looking for short term, okay, if I'm looking for short term, usually I will exit. Okay, usually I will exit. So for Optimax, I think same as well. Notice here. Okay, so usually if let's say I'm in the trade, okay, usually I'm in the trade, and if I see this, okay, I will take partial profits. Okay, and if let's say it close lower again, I will exit. Okay, because this is the one that it's still telling you that there's still sellers. Okay, so FFB is one of the trades that you know, how I apply. Okay, so here, of course, this is much more obvious. So notice here, I actually entered FFB somewhere around 67 or 66, around this range. Okay, because after the shakeout is completed, okay, after the shakeout is completed over here, okay, they push back up, trading somewhere around here. I actually entered, but after I see this, notice here, so this is the one that a bit not so comfortable. Okay, so yeah, I exit some over here. Once it break below, exit. Okay, losses, yes, but small losses. Okay, so let's go into Harlem's. Okay, wow, I'm surprised this guy is still doing a nice pullback. Okay, good one, Nigel. Okay, good one, good one. So low volume, okay, nice. If you want to enter right now, can, but market is very volatile. Okay, I cannot stop you, but it's a good setup. Okay, I mean this is a good setup. Okay, so far today, yeah, there are one more counters that person I'm looking into is it Pestec? Pestec, is it? Okay, no Pestec. Pestec is okay also, but it's not Pestec. Okay, SKB. Okay, so SKB also, this is a bit similar to Awantec. Okay, so Awantec, if you ask me, they are somewhere around here, doing a resistance. Can break or not, I don't know. Okay, but I think they are in this accumulation because of the volume is good, right? So here we have shakeout. Looks like a good test near to support and to the low volume. Okay, so SKB still worth the monitor. Okay, so it's kind of similar to that. So okay, let's go to 3A. 3A. Or should I type 3A? Okay, yeah, 3A. This one direction also clear, Nigel. Yes, we have high volume over here, but if you notice, this high volume, right? Okay, there is a disharmony in this chart. Okay, what it means by disharmony is that if you notice here, we got 3-bar high volume, but 3-bar increasing volume, but these 3 candles is narrow spread. Okay, so which means, okay, most of the time, illiquid counters have this issue. Okay, so for me, sometimes this is a bit this kind of candles is a bit misleading. So for me, setup wise, maybe it's slightly bit weak, okay, compared to Harlem. Okay, but if you want to trade within this support resistance, still okay, because today it formed a spring. Maybe you will see a temporary like a rebound from here. Okay, quote is okay. Esprit, yes, correct. Okay, yeah, actually I also forgot. Silver red, yes. So wow, okay, suddenly got volume. 4-bar volume. Okay, Goring counters. Okay, so usually Goring counters, what should we do? Hourly chart. Okay, so hourly chart, Barbara. Not sure, Barbara, you're looking for entry exit. Okay, not sure looking for entry exit. Looking for entry, you know what you should do? Look for pullback, look for COC. Okay, look for pullback, look for COC. I think here is a nice one, red pentagon, pullback. Okay, low volume, COC. Okay, if not, watch again today weekly training. Okay, we do talk about the market stages. Okay, the market stages is like this. You want to ensure there's green, gray. Okay, then you enter near gray, best it comes with sound strength. Okay, so far no weaknesses. Again, Goring counter sometimes it can go up like crazy. So probably you want to use your hourly chart to do that. Okay, so MYEG. Okay, so example, just want to share with you example in MYEG here. Notice green, gray. Okay, so green, breakout, gray, pullback, double T, or COC. So you enter somewhere around here, low risk. Okay, low risk. Okay, even it drop, then you can't. Okay, but again, penny counters. Okay, so you need to plan your trades properly. Okay, for silver rates. Okay, so okay, last one before we close, we look into EFOS. Now, overall market is definitely weak. Okay, but again, if you notice, some of the counters that actually come with sound strength today actually come with some double high volume. Okay, so maybe yes, we will see a wash. It's not over yet, I think, but probably we'll see a wash. Okay, hopefully 1 week or 2 weeks right now, more setup is coming up. Okay, so from there, hopefully we will see a temporary reversal and profit from the current wash. Okay, so do remember, don't very important is that you don't start your capital in the market first. Okay, so we want to be prepared for next round. Okay, now let's turn to EFOS. Okay, EFOS, yes, we do have some high volume over here, but subsequently seems like getting a bit weaker. Let's check weekly chart because I want to compare the volume. Looks like nothing great about EFOS right now. Okay, let's go back here. The trend's still a bit weak. Okay, I mean, not sure, but maybe short-term wise is okay. But if let's say I want to trade this, I will ensure the price coming back to this line change. Okay, maybe I just pop my alerts over here. Okay, at the moment, seems like they are not much of momentum. Maybe especially on this uptrust here. So usually I say uptrust high volume, they will trade below support level. Okay. So all right, I think with this, we'll end our section here today. Again, like I said today, just do a quick one. Okay, unfortunately, we still haven't seen. Okay, let's look into the spring screener again. I don't think we got lots of spring. But if I check just now, right, most of the spring is a small spring. It's not a big spring yet, a big tail high volume. So I don't think we will see immediate reversal for this week. Okay, hopefully soon we'll see more nice setup with the spring soon. Okay, so with this, thank you for joining me tonight, and I'll see you again soon.